A quick audio test on my end. Okay, cool. Sweet, I am pretty much all set up ready to go here. That is about the fastest I have ever gotten set up and ready. Let me promote this real quick. Hello, Sky. Welcome. Sky asking, are we doing SPS? Whoa, oh, okay. Hello, Robert. Thank you for the 55 person raid. Good heavens. Welcome in, all of you. Robert saying, biggest stream ever, nothing happens. Well, I welcome it. Thank you. Welcome in. You are about to catch some tier 2 action here between Sky and Kingsman. Your first seed, well, actually, your only seed, only original seed, because this is single elimination, starts 8C, 2-1 EC. Let me quick double check. Alright, we are good on the same seeds. Both players ready, 18. Let's get these players going on the first game here in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Apparently a no-show. And then you all get to see Sky v Kingsman. Which, I consider that a win that Tetris still gets to happen nonetheless. Both players are off, Sky banking the first Tetris of the match, but Kingsman not far behind. Sky building up perfectly and banking another. Tetris for Sky up to 68. Kingsman getting the well open. Tetris will bring them up to 50,000. Sky getting that well open. Kingsman a bit of an overhang on the left right now. Thank you, PIW Tetris, for the follow. Welcome in. Sky still set up waiting on a long bar. Kingsman a bit of work to do on the stack, but a nice triple there. Tetris for Sky goes to 109. Kingsman a Tetris up to 112. It is neck and neck here as we depart the early game. Sky, the O and the S helping to open the well, getting a Tetris going to 160, Kingsman up to 159. Kingsman set up waiting here. Lombard coming, simul Tetris, both players up to 205. Kingsman though taking a Tetris advantage here over Sky. Kingsman here, an eye dependency, has to cover it. Probably didn't want to. Can't imagine that. Kingsman topping 252, Sky needing 253 here. Sky currently sitting at 240, is halfway through 13, so still has this entire second half. Doesn't need it though, banks the Tetris, and will take game number 1. Both players good on the next seed. Let's count down game number 2 here between these two fine players in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Both players are off. LJI the opener. Kingsman set up and will bank the first Tetris. Sky though not far behind. Sky double long bar and cannot convert them into Tetrises. Sky having to do some uncovering of the well, but gets it open. Waiting on Lombars. Sky able to bank a Tetris, going up to 54. Kingsman 79 right now. Took the triple, was 1 minute shy of being Tetris ready. Sky good adjustment seeing the square, banking the Tetris. 79 playing 88 right now. Sky up to 102, Kingsman, this Tetris going up to 133. Sky though answering quick up to 125. The winner of this match, by the way, moving on to face the winner of Javanti and Benny. Should be a good match between those two fine folk as well. Kingsman taking a split triple to open up the hole in the stack. Pieces not coming to fill that dependency. Sky able to bank a Tetris in the meantime. Tetris Kingsman up to 174. Sky looking to bank a Tetris here. Getting one, going to almost 200,000. Kingsman Tetris. Sky answering back. These two players very well matched against each other. Sky Lombard dependent on the left side. We'll fill it in with a J. Kingsman with the Tetris up to 232. Sky sitting 238. The player's a little over halfway through 18 right now. Tetris for both players. Almost 20k the difference here. Sky using a Lombard to get set up, waiting on another one. We'll get it. And get set up for the next one. Banking 2 quick Tetrises while Kingsman trying to open up the right side. Sky up to 309 now, Kingsman 283. Kingsman getting the right side open, banking a Tetris. Sky, though, quick to answer. Sky maintaining a Tetris lead here over Kingsman. Both players about 30 lines away from 19 transition. Kingsman double, Lombard dependent. And we'll top at 335, Lombard not coming. Sky, good for game number 2 at 384. GG's, that was too long of a drought there. Double bar dependency, good. Words of wisdom. Well played though there from Kingsman. Sky just able to hold out a little bit longer with a bit higher of a score. Both players good on AE seed. Let's kick off potential set point here for Sky. Countdown in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Both players off. This time at LIJ, the opener. Both players set up. Sky banking a Tetris. Kingsman waiting on a second Lombard to come. And we'll get it. Kingsman actually able to convert off more Tetrises. Currently sitting at a 1 Tetris lead over Sky with a disastrous start here for the early on. Not impossible to bid out of, as obviously that she's done and banked Tetris off of it. But it's one of those, hey, what the heck game? It's early, you can't do that yet. Kingsman getting the right side open, waiting on a Lombard. Sky, Lombard dependent on the left side now. We'll keep it open and we'll set up for a Tetris. 80 playing 141 right now. Sky with the board, much more under control. Both players waiting on Lombards for different reasons. Kingsman knocking down a Tetris. Sky now waiting, and we'll get it. Kingsman 188 here, Sky 127. So I say that Sky banking another Tetris. Kingsman not letting Sky have this game 3 easily. Knocking down Tetris after Tetris. Kingsman currently enjoying a Tetris or 2 lead here in pace. I'd say it's closer to 2. Kingsman, a beautiful S-flip there. A bit of a hang there, couldn't get the double S-chuck there. Sky also some cavernous builds right now. Able to work around them. Tetris for Sky. Kingsman, though, and still enjoying a Tetris and a half pace lead. Sky, though, set up for a Tetris, Kingsman with a hole in the stack. Tetris for Sky. Kingsman gets the hole in the stack plugged. $20K the difference here. Sky a potential hang of an L. Not what I would have done, but also I wouldn't be playing at this caliber of a game. Kingsman sets up, knocks down a Tetris. 326 playing 289. Sky now eye dependent in column 3, sets up, makes it a dirty Tetris. Getting the lumbar to knock it down. 318 currently playing 350, both players nearing the 100 line mark. Kingsman quick to knock down 2 Tetrises. Kingsman setting up high, needing a lumbar, and will get it over. 419 for Kingsman. Sky banking a Tetris going to 368. $50K the difference right now, both players 20 lines away. Lumbar helping, but also not helping for Sky. Obviously wanted to use it for a Tetris. Sky gets set up there, and will bank a Tetris. Both players 10 lines away from transition. 318 playing 390, 420 playing 514 right now. This game's getting me too excited. Kingsman, though, Aspire forming and cannot work around it. Sky needs 515. Kingsman eating the controller. Sky transitioning at 447. Immediate misshifts and cannot chase. Kingsman, good for game 3 here. Kingsman, that's what I'm imagining. Sky with a dash loss at the worst time. You hate to see it. Kingsman, if it's all the same with you, I'm gonna go back and screen cap a lot of the amazing faces you just made in the past 2 minutes. Kingsman trying to... All the same with you? Hell yeah. Kingsman trying to get a game 4 decider here. Sky not trying to let that happen. We are good here for an 18 start. Let's count game number 4 off in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Jay-Z eye the opener. Sky banking Tetris number 1. Kingsman banking a Tetris worth of lines right now. Can't get set up though. Sky though, quick to get Tetris number 2 under the belt. Kingsman banking Tetris number 1. Off in proper form. Sky Tetris up to 93. Kingsman banking 1 up to 75. Sky an overhang here. Sky is going caving apparently. Has pretty good pieces to maneuver it. Gets it cleared without much damage to the stack. Kingsman up to 122. Sky getting set up at 104. Sky has some interesting positionings of some funky pieces. Maneuvers around them beautifully and is still Tetris ready. Banks 1, goes to 139. Kingsman set up and ready at 147. Pretty much simul Tetris, 10k the difference. This game 4 as close as games 1, 2, and 3 were. By the way, dear viewer, if you are listening, both of my cats are currently cuddled up asleep right now, and it's so cute. Kingsman getting the center filled in nicely. Sky banking a Tetris up to 209 right now. Kingsman 202. Just realized I've been watching my own stream this whole time on the side, not Sky's. Because I usually have both streams up on the side anyway. And I just have been watching mine the whole time anyway. Kingsman 272 with a Tetris. Sky sitting at 256. Whoa, that's power 2. Knocks down a Tetris. Goes to 285. Kingsman Tetris, nearly 300,000. Both players just coasting along through 18. Not a problem in sight. Kingsman trying to get to the hole in the stack. Will take a triple just to get down. Sky banking a Tetris up to 333. Kingsman sitting 309. Sky good combination of pieces to get Tetris ready. And will bank 1. Kingsman getting situated, getting set up. And will bank 1 of his own, sitting at 334. Sky though quick to answer, sitting at 380. 50k the difference. We are nearing line number 100. 30 lines until this 19 transition. This guy has some uncomfortable positioning right now. Definitely has the knowledge to maneuver it. Kingsman slamming a Tetris to go to 385. This guy 6k the lead. Kingsman real-time points lead at 409. 2 quick long bars gives Sky a Tetris. These players are giving it all they got to make sure that they can move on in this Tier 2 tournament. Kingsman a split triple here. Skai able to bank a Tetris, taking now a 20k lead heading into transition. Skai 2 more touches in the bag. Kingsman can knock one more down. Skai transitioning with a Tetris will transition over at 473. Kingsman set up. And will transition at 454. Let's see how well these players will fare in post-play. Skai in a bit of a situation here. Losing Decimal, top at 41. Kingsman, good for game number 4 by 5,000 points at the time Skai topped out. Kingsman knocking on the door here, prompting, that's right folks, world famous reverse decider time. Pwomp, 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 pwomp. Not trademarked, at least not yet. Certainly not by me. By CDM, if anybody. This guy with the clammy palms. Cannot recommend. Might mess with your grip. Get you some fractal lotion. Both players are ready here on C0 seed. Let's kick off this reverse decider game 5 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. We are off JSI, the opener. Skai the first Tetris. Kingsman set up and will bank one as well. If you had asked me 4 games ago if I thought this game would be this close, coming down to a reverse decider, I would have thought you were insane. But here we are, game 5, first decider. Both players currently sitting around 50,000. Kingsman, a left wall Tetris. This guy set it for a row 2 dirty Tetris. This guy set up a banking Tetris, going to 100,000. Kingsman sitting at 102, trying to get set up as well. Skai getting the well reopened. Both players able to get a long bar over. Skai able to bank another quick Tetris. Kingsman set up. Skai with a Tetris lead here as both players exit the early game. Skai filling an eye dependency, leaving 2 holes in the stack, but we'll get them quickly dealt with. I said quickly dealt with, not put weight on top of. Though Kingsman some holes in the stack on his end as well. Both players sitting around 180 now. Practically tied in every measure imaginable. Kingsman, the board back under control, getting a Lombard over, and we'll slam a Tetris, going to 213. Sky, some good adjustments to keep the board out of complete disarray. Has to plug up the right side just as they get it open. No good places for that J, no good places for the square, but we'll bank Tetris nonetheless, going to 222. Kingsman, a shifty board right now, currently sitting 243. Sky set up and able to accommodate the pieces, but having to use the Lombard to keep the well open. Didn't set up for the J. Can't get pieces over to the left, and we'll top at 224. Kingsman sitting at 250 is good for game number 5, and the decider will move on in the T2 tournament. Very, very well played, well executed reverse sweep. Sky played well, commiserations. Kingsman, though, knocking the Tetris down for good measure. Well played. I'm glad I got to restream a Kingsman match. I'm very quickly completing a checklist of all the good Tetris players I've yet to restream. Oh yeah, Sky is... Give Sky 6 months. I cannot even fathom how scary. Kingsman with some currently an audible pep talk. I can only imagine it's something Randy Savage adjacent. Oh yeah, or something. All right, I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna report this. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you, Robert, earlier for the huge raid. Hope you all have a good rest of your night, good rest of your morning, wherever you are in the world. And I will see y'all later.